Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I'm John, and today we're adding a new project to the shop. This is my 2008 BMW 328i Project Quicksilver. I picked this up for about $4,000 a few days ago. It's got a 6-speed manual, big thing for me when I was in my decision-making process. It's got a plethora of issues, so let's get into it.
So you heard it right. John bought a new car. His first car, as it would be. And as a BMW mechanic, I told him, do not buy a BMW. You are going to lose all your money.
Come on, Dad.
And what did he proceed to want to do? Buy a BMW. So here we are. We have the first E90 in the lineup of all of our projects, Project Quicksilver. We've got our E70, Project Cheapskate, our E39, Project Black Pearl, our other E39, Project Bad Decision. Y'all know about that one. Our F15, that is Project Alpine. And one more project to be introduced here, probably not in this video, but a little bit later, Project Salvage. That is this 2006 Kia that I picked up for a song and a dance. Whether or not I'll make any money flipping that car is yet to be seen. Hopefully I do, because I have a feeling John, or as I might reference oftentimes JJ, is probably going to run out of money trying to fix this little E90. Let's talk about some of the problems that it has.
All right, so when we first got to the parking lot where we were observing the car, we noticed that there was a significant amount of oil dripping from the car actively. So since I don't have my license yet, we had a trailer at home. We got it off the trailer. There's oil on the trailer. Oh no. We got it up on the lift. We noticed oil leaking out of the oil pan, everywhere. It was leaking everywhere. It's a BMW. What did you expect?
Literally, every orifice of this car is leaking from front to back. He's not kidding. We spent probably 2 hours cleaning the underside of this car, and then we rolled it back out of the shop, which in hindsight was probably a mistake, but we threw cardboard under it just to see how bad it was just sitting in the driveway. It's been a day?
24 hours? It's been sitting, like you said, about 24 hours. We got our cardboard under here. That's what we have already.
We've already got oil at the front.
So it's not going that good. We got nothing on the concrete though.
That's good.
And along with the oil, we found a whole other plethora of problems that I've written down here. We're gonna need to do a power steering flush and power steering reservoir. Brake flush, it's gonna need sway bar end links, brake lines, differential side shaft seals, shift shaft seals, shifter bushing. I'm gonna put a short shifter on there since I need to be cool, right? We gotta top off the transmission oil. It needs center support bearings, front control arms, oil pan gasket, along with an oil change. Driver ground strap, Valvetronic sensors, ground strap kit, and the power steering rack is leaking, so we're gonna fix that, among other things. But on top of all of that, we have one big problem that's stopping us from driving the car right now. So let's go inside and look at it. First pressing issue is that we have the car, it's starting rough as we put the key in, we press the start button. First time, the only thing that happens is down here in the glove box, we'll get, it sounds like relays clicking, and the car will turn over, and it won't start. We'll have to turn it off, turn it back on. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 tries to actually get the car on. And the relays are clicking, as you can see. I got a little bit excited yesterday. So using eManual Online, I was able to figure out how to take out the glove box, get in there, and start looking at relays.
Like John said, he was using eManual Online. I've got the BMW repair manuals from them. Take a look at our link down below to pick one up for yourself, as well as our discount code. I was helping John's little brother in the garage, and he couldn't wait. So on the laptop he went. He figured out how to pull this all apart on his own and was working on starting to diagnose it. Now, that was about the time that I came in. And while we were at it, we hooked up Pro Tool and we started to look at faults, which there were a whole bunch of. With that, that's led down a whole new path of diagnosis away from the junction box to potentially
the CAS.
That's right. So to show you exactly what's happening, I've taken my microphone off. I'm gonna hold it down into the dash while John turns the car on, and you can hear the clicking, hopefully. Let's see.
All right, so I'll put the key in. There it is. And then as I go to start the car, we'll put the clutch in. It'll pull one of those.
And you can hear the clicking coming from down in the junction box here. It tries to start, clicks. We're probably getting a warning up there. We're getting light warnings, all sorts of warnings going on. Then will it start this time?
Let's give it a shot. There we go.
And you can hear the relay down there clicking away down in here still. And then everything basically turns out to work out okay.
The car drives fine after that.
So it's pretty clear that somebody has been trying to diagnose this problem. And I say that because, well, most of the glove box area and surround was already taken apart in this corner. I think that whoever was trying to diagnose it previously was focusing a little too intently on the clicking noise as the problem. Underneath here, we've got the KL30G relay, and I'm not sure what the other relay is on there. Is not relevant. We pulled both of them to see if the clicking went away. It did not. The clicking stayed in the junction box. What we really have to focus on is our faults that we have with the CAS and our symptom that we're having. The kind of start and then shut off with the clicking is an associated fault with CAS modules. It's not showing our KL15 terminal on 1, 2, or 3 when it won't start. As soon as we get voltage on those terminals and it lights up, it starts up just fine, which means it's likely that we have a fault internally with our CAS. So what does that mean for us?
That we're gonna have to get in here in the footwell, we're gonna have to take the CAS out, we're gonna have to send it out to somebody, they can repair it. So we found one place, the ECU Pros. We're thinking that we're gonna send it out to them. We have to send them our key, our CAS, and our DME. So that's gonna be part of today's video. We're taking it out, we're shipping it out, get it back, and see if it works.
So with the holiday this week, we don't know how long it's going to take to get the CAS and the DME back. We're going to park the car inside. That's the most ideal location, at least. And then we'll get everything taken apart. That way it can just sit here next to Project Bad Decision. And parts that I have for sale. If you're looking for a gray headliner for an E39, let me know. I'm not shipping it though. You got to pick it up. So first things first, we're going to get the battery disconnected, get the DME out, and then we'll pull the CAS.
Just a quick little detour. My brother actually got his 5th car this week. This is Project Green Goblin. It's his 2024 Traxxas Sledge something. I don't know RC car, so I'll have to tell you about it in a later video. But this is going to be another project in the shop, so we got plenty of projects now to work on. So like we said earlier, we're using the BMW repair manual through eManual Online. So I'm looking at how to remove the CAS, which is right here. So we'll double click on that, and now we have all of our instructions for how to remove and then reinstall the CAS system. All right, so first thing we have to do is disconnect the battery. So we're gonna open up our cubby right here. We're gonna twist, lift, and move that out of the way. We have our ground back here. So we're gonna take our 12,
10 mil.
10 mil?
To the left.
I was thinking 12.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's good.
That comes out.
Don't usually take that all the way off, but I guess in this case we will.
Well, it's all the way off. Then I just lift this up. I think, yeah?
Yeah, twist and lift up. Looks like somebody was trying to replace the IVS at one point.
Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. And
No power on the ground.
it's disconnected.
Now, Jay doesn't quite understand entirely, but the ground has to come off and to the side. It can't touch the top of the ground on the battery.
I get that. I thought we were doing this off camera.
No, we're still on camera.
Oh, it's sparking. I'm going to leave that to you.
So on our ground, ideally what you'd want to do is isolate it. This positive cable does a great job of that, pushing it up out of the way like that.
So under here, you can tell that the previous owner was in here before and he lost the screws because these screws are not factory. We just have something silver things at the flathead.
They look like quarter-turn Zeus fasteners.
So
Or maybe
just turn to
they're
the
just
left
a weird flathead.
till they come out, I guess.
No, they're not coming out. Turn them all so that they're facing horizontal or vertical.
Horizontal.
That one's already out over there. And then kind of pull on it a little and see what happens. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Yeah, they're just quarter-turn Zeus fasteners, but they're not installed properly.
So this is gonna come down and we're gonna have to disconnect our cables. This cable.
One of them's disconnected already.
Yeah, the one for the speaker's already disconnected.
Somebody didn't like listening to that gong beep.
The speaker's not even there, I don't think. And then we have this one right here. Yep.
So the CAS is pretty impossible to see back here. But down through the side here, you get the light just right. I'll put an arrow where the bolt is. The bolt is back there. And then when we go underneath here, There's our CAS module right there, and you can see the ribbon cable and the big pin cable. We need to get the bolt on the far side off there, and then the whole thing will slide out. With the CAS out of the car, we confirm it is just a CAS 3, like we thought. Now we need to get the DME out, which means that you're going to be pulling your microfilter covers and housing across here to get the DME out of the E-box down underneath. So on the DME, at least on this one, it's either an MSD80, MSD81. You've got 2 plugs, one on either side, that will slide out as the plugs are lifting up. You can see right in here, this side and on this side. I like to use a flat blade screwdriver, kind of start pushing those over, like so.
Hurts my ears.
Yeah, this is just an MSD80. It's a little staticky. There's no corrosion in here, which is good. Everything looks decent on the unit
Exterior.
itself.
And it has the correct VIN on it, so.
Yeah. All right, so now what we need to do is package these up and send them off to ECU Pro. And we should have them back in 3, 2, 1.
Days.
Clearly, you haven't been here before.
Oh, I get it. 3, 2, 1. So after 17 whole days of agonizing pain and torture, finally got the CAS back. We sent it out to the ECU pros in Pennsylvania. We sent it there. They got it turned around, fixed real fast. They sent me an email with a video of it running in one of their test cars. They sent it back through 2-day FedEx shipping, and then the same day they sent it out, it got stuck in a warehouse in New York for 2 weeks. So just today, it arrived in Phoenix and got sent back, got to our house. So now we're going to...
Let me remind you, he had only driven this car on the test drive and then around the block after we got it off of the trailer.
20 minutes total.
During this time where the box is stuck in FedEx limbo, he thought, I can't afford to buy a new CAS and a key and a DME and do all of that.
I was scared.
If it gets lost or missing. Called FedEx and they're like, we don't know. Called the ECU pros and they don't know any different than we do because the same tracking number. Regardless, we got it back, and other than a little scrape on the box, looks like it's going to be okay. Cross our fingers. So let's get it open and see how they send it back to us. Maybe open it up here so it can't fall on the ground or something.
That's a good point. It's like opening your iPhone and then it falls on concrete.
Drop it and break the screen.
Right. Well, now you can see how well I don't know how to open a box. This is some weird box. I don't know how boxes work. Why is it glued down? Time lapse this.
So what they do at the ECU Pro is we sent them the fault codes and everything that was happening with the car, and they install it in a vehicle that they have in their fleet of vehicles to test out all sorts of different things. Then they load test and heat test this thing to see if it'll act up. And they said that ours, in fact, did exactly what it was doing to us. So they took it apart, they fixed whatever it is they fixed inside, reprogrammed, coded, soldered, I don't know, a bunch of stuff inside. DME was apparently fine. So now we should be able to reinstall this and fire it up and not have the issues we were having before.
Let's hope it starts.
So I'm going to leave you to the CAS. I'll put the DME in. The battery is still disconnected. We've had it on a charger the last couple of days. So hopefully it just fires right over.
Third pedal there, so I can't.
Stick your head in that spot.
Can you see it from up there?
It's in and to the left.
Yeah. I can see where the hole is. I just can't get my hand in there. That's what that is. That is for the light down there.
Yep.
All right, are we ready for this?
Get your foot on the clutch.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do. They're plugged in. CAS is plugged in.
Lights turn on.
Wait, do we hear any clicking?
There's no fuse box clicking whatsoever.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Is that because you forgot to put the fuses back in?
No, I didn't take any fuses out. I was like, wait, when did we take out fuses?
All right, so no brake pedal.
No brake pedal?
No brake pedal. Push the key again so that your dash turns on. Not the key, the button I meant. Sorry, wrong key.
Oh.
Turn on the lights.
Yeah.
That key.
Is that plugged in?
Is this? Yeah, this right
Is
here.
this plugged in?
That might not be plugged in. Well, it might also be.
It is not.
It is not.
Man, you gotta really check this stuff.
Yeah, turn the key back off. That's why there was no clicking.
Yeah. Crap. Okay, let's try this again.
Okay, now no brakes.
No brakes, just press
Just
the
push
button.
the button, see if we get full lights.
There's no fuse clicking. There's
Clicking under the hood, but
just noises, because car.
Okay.
Service engine soon, it says.
yeah, that's because the key's on.
Yeah.
Brake, clutch in.
Let's hit it. Ready?
Yep.
That's probably because it hasn't had fuel in a while, but it started.
That was a good start.
That was really good. It just started.
Fired up. Right on, man.
Woo! Oh, that's gonna really hurt your microphone, but
We'll have to tone that down a little.
we're gonna have to fix the clock and stuff, but everything
Yeah,
else is
but
right.
is the head unit still unplugged?
This? The
No, the radio. Where's the radio?
It's
Is it on the floor?
radio's on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the radio. That's the AC.
Yeah, I was just checking.
Yeah, we've had a lot of things unplugged. We're going to be upgrading the radio here in the near future.
Yep.
So we had that out to do a little bit of research.
All right. Everything else starts so.
It's staying running.
Now we
That's
have to go drive
fantastic.
it.
Can we drive it?
Well, I think we should probably put it a little further back together. That would be a good idea.
Yeah. And then we can go drive it, because I want to drive it today, because I've still driven it for like 5 minutes total. So
So the car right there dripped onto cardboard, onto the concrete.
yeah, it dripped off the cardboard. It overflowed.
Well, it dripped through and ran off, yeah.
So. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna initially. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. We'll just
It's probably got some.
we'll let this soak while we drive it around.
But it's out and running.
Well, here we are. We're driving. It's together. We've taken it out on a couple of maiden voyages to kind of shake it down just a little bit. We've got a weird vibration through the center tunnel, drive shaft area. We're pretty sure it's going to be a center support bearing or maybe the rear CV joint on the drive shaft. We hope it's the center support bearing because we already ordered one.
So, as I said before, we have a lot of parts to work on with this car. We have the differential, oil pan gasket, like everything that I told you guys before.
We're going to cover a whole bunch of maintenance items on the E90, specifically the N52 platform, much like I did on my X5.
We got some sponsored items on the way, so I'm excited to share those with you guys. If anybody out there wants to send us something, my budget is very low, so if you want to test an E90 product, let us know. I would gladly accept.
Yeah,
So-
when he means his budget, he means his budget. Unless he's in dire straits, I'm not paying for anything on this car with anything other than blood, sweat, and tears. This is a life lesson for him, much like how it started for me. You gotta fix your own right? I mean,
Exactly.
drop down in the comments below, what was your first car? My first car was a 1982 Camaro Z28 5-speed. What was your first car?
Yours was a little bit cooler.
Well, what did you say what your car is? You got a BMW, bro.
328.
This is going to be one of those things where, yes, I'll be working on the car with him, but he's going to be leveraging my 20 plus years of auto mechanic background plus my actual BMW training to make sure that he's got a good, safe, and well-maintained vehicle. Hopefully you guys can learn something from these videos and take away more than just we're having a bunch of fun.
Exactly. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and check that description down below. We should have affiliate links for most of the items, or just links. So any affiliate links, super beneficial to the channel. It gives us a little bit of a cut from that to keep making videos. So make sure to do that, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Can't get out of my own car. Welcome back to the shop. I'm John, and today we're gonna be, I've never done this before. As a teenager, make sure to, how do I want to say this? Oh, and then you get scared the second the camera turns on.